I'm Gary Miller. I'm the Chancellor of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. I was attracted to the university because of its great faculty and staff, its beautiful campus, and of course, Wilmington is a great town. This is a university committed to the magic that occurs when faculty, students, and staff interact in a learning experience. This is what American higher education is all about. This is what this university is committed to, and we're very, very proud of it here. We believe we have a unique experience here. You're going to interact with a fabulous faculty who understand that learning takes place everywhere, that you're going to learn the rest of your life, that you have to understand different ways of learning, and that is part of our commitment to you, that we will give you that opportunity to understand what learning the rest of your life is about.
UNCW is North Carolina's coastal university, but it's also the best undergraduate experience. We totally focus on the students. It's about engaging them in research, developing their leadership capacity, getting them an opportunity to be engaged in their community and really be totally educated, the entire student.
I thought that I would come here and be sitting in a class with 100 people, but no, there's 20, 25 people most in my classrooms.
My favorite thing about UNCW, my experience here, has been that the teachers really take the time to get to know their students. It's not like a big university where you're just a number in their class. Here, the teachers really know your name.
Clearly, the marine biology program is our #1. But creative writing, psychology, our communication studies programs, chemistry, film studies are all very important to our campus. Our business school is one of the most prestigious schools in the country. Education has received national recognition. We also have a school of nursing that has one of the highest pass rates in the country. UNCW is very unique. It's different. It's about the students. It's the center of the experience.
We have groundbreaking curricula that are on the edge of higher education and really leading the way in many ways.
The Department of Biology and Marine Biology has some 40 faculty members. They are richly blessed with marine biology faculty. Dobo Hall is state-of-the-art for a biology building. We share that building with the chemistry department. We have laboratories that are computer-based. We have wet laboratories. We have a typical biology department. In addition to that, there's the Center for Marine Science research located off campus down at the Waterway. If you're interested in marine biology, we have the one thing that other schools do not. We have an ocean.
We attract undergraduates from all over the world because we have a very highly rated marine science program, particularly programs in marine biology are very well known. UNCW's Center for Marine Science was built by the state of North Carolina for UNC Wilmington in order to house the various faculty that do marine science, because it is next to the ocean and habitats that researchers are able to use here. In addition to having a great deal of lab space, we also have the capability to have ships at the end of a very long pier, and we also pull seawater in and are able to treat the seawater so that we can use it to do science. It affords the ability to keep live organisms, corals, fishes, animals that we can use in research and that we can also use in order to teach. It's a facility that allows us to do all the sorts of things that can't be done at institutions that are found inland.
In our department, we are home to the programs that lead to licensure to teach in elementary school, middle school, and also we have programs in language and literacy. We are so fortunate to be housed in a brand new education building. It truly is a state-of-the-art building in education. It's also a state-of-the-art building as far as classrooms go. All the classrooms are high-tech. It's a very pleasant, very exciting place to learn.
In the Cameron School of Business, we have a host of different areas of study all related to business. We have the Department of Economics and Finance, we have accounting, we have marketing, we have management, we have information systems and operations management. We often have an international business concentration and an entrepreneurship concentration. The Cameron School of Business has its classes primarily in the Cameron School. However, we also have part of the Computer and Information Systems building where we have a state-of-the-art trading room. There's ticker symbols for the New York Stock Exchange telling you what's happening to stocks. Business can be quite complicated, so that's why we have so many disciplines looking at the different aspects of business.
The Film Studies Department is in Keenan Hall, and we have a very unique philosophy, and that philosophy is we don't think you can be a good filmmaker unless you study film. And we also don't think you can be a good film scholar, a film reviewer, a film advocate if you've never made a film. So our philosophy is you have to do both. On the production side, we have 16mm, 8mm, JVC HD cameras. We also have in Keenan Hall 20-station editing suite. They have all the software imaginable. We're continually upgrading them. There's a sound booth in there. And students have access to it 24/7. There are a lot of opportunities to get involved in film in this community because we're a pretty vibrant film community. Not only Screen Gems, but independent filmmakers, videographers, other kinds of businesses. I think there's a unique opportunity here because we're small enough and big enough at the same time to give students probably one of the most unique film experiences they could ever have as an undergraduate.
The primary facilities for the Comm Studies Department is Lutzy Hall. That's where most of our classes are, and that's where some of our key features are. We have a TV studio, and we also have an equipment room full of field video gear, and then we also have 2 labs. One is an iMac lab where we're doing desktop publishing, 3D imaging, writing courses, and then we also have an edit suite which has several Mac Pros. It's hands-on, it's active. Even some of our theory classes really try and connect the dots between what we're talking about in the classroom and what's going on in pop culture or politics or popular films. So I think that's a real indication of what we're trying to do, is really trying to say theory should inform your daily life.
The CIS building houses the Department of Computer Science, and it is a unique building on campus. The one thing a student needs to understand is that computer science is about the art, the science, and the engineering of solving problems using computers. We have a diverse set of research interests. You can find people interested in computer networks, databases, software engineering, artificial intelligence, signal processing. We offer both undergraduate and graduate programs in computer science. A variety of student interests can be accommodated. They're interested in developing video games or computer animation. There's a place for them. Other students might come in, they might be interested in biology, the Human Genome Project. There's a way to accommodate those too. Students with interest in mathematics, information processing, databases, all of these can be accommodated because ultimately we're interested in making better tools using software, and it's a very applied discipline in that sense.
The UNCW Honor Scholars Program is a 4-year program where students can take honor sections of some of their basic studies courses as freshmen and sophomore, and then they go into honor seminars which allow them to explore some special topics. They also, to finish the honors program, they engage in a senior project that's in their major area, and it's really a unique active learning experience where they can put their skills in their major to use.
In addition to the classroom work, you have the opportunity to get involved in people's field research or laboratory research as well.
Research, as far as getting experience in your field that you're really interested in, this is the place to be because it's really easy to get involved with something really quick and excel in it, and then you get lots and lots of experience in it, and your professors are always there to help you out. They've always been there for me.
I can sense this excitement. I see more students knocking on my door, and they walk in at all times with all kinds of questions, and the whole department has this open door policy. You don't shut your door, you don't keep your students out of your office.
What's absolutely important about the UNCW experience is that we place real faculty in the classroom. There are a lot of great universities out there, and many of them take advantage of using their graduate students to teach some of the lower level courses. Here at UNCW, that's not what we're about. We're about teaching and learning, and we know that the best learning takes place by the best teachers. And that's why we put our real faculty in the classroom.
We have a lot of strengths, but you have to talk about our people first. That's one of the biggest strengths of UNCW. We have great faculty and staff. We have great people serving us in the Alumni Association, in the student area, in the academic area. They have a lot of experience, they're nationally known, and they're here committed to this magic of interacting with students.
I look after all education abroad opportunities for students. We presently offer over 400 programs in more than 40 countries. Often students are going abroad and becoming proficient in foreign languages through our programs. They're doing internships, they're getting real work training in a global setting, and they're learning the skills about becoming global citizens, not to mention that it's just really fun.
Our students that do international internships are better qualified and are more recognized in the business community in terms of new jobs.
The Career Center at UNCW is really a comprehensive career center. We work with students from the moment they're here for orientation all the way through graduation, and as alumni as well. Where we try to start with all students is trying to get an idea of where they are, trying to choose a major or change a major or looking for an internship or what about grad school or what industry should I be concerned with. It's kind of starting where is that person right there and where can we help with resources and with our staff.
I work for Meet the Press on NBC News. UNCW has been really helpful in getting to my internships and to my job because the professors have been so willing to write recommendation letters, to make calls for me, to find internships and say, have you seen this? Have you applied to this? My journalism professors have been just round the clock helpful. I can call them at any time and ask them any questions and they're there. In political science, they help me find programs like the UNC in Washington program, which I did right before I graduated. I think without Wilmington, I really don't think I could have gotten nearly as far.
We have wonderful students here. If you spend any time on this campus, you understand how much students bring to this experience and how much we enjoy our interaction with them and how bright they are. They represent every portion of North Carolina, over 30 states, students coming from around the world, very diverse student body.
I come from a very diverse background and everybody's very welcoming and everybody's very nice. I feel like I fit right in.
Diversity is important because it really is consistent with our American values of freedom and justice and opportunity. And I think because education is the key to success in our society, we need to ensure that there is access for everyone to educational resources. And we're ensuring that they are, that the university is inclusive and welcoming to everyone, and we create the supports for them to be successful.
Well, the university has grown enormously. We have a new nursing facility. We're renovating and expanding our student recreation facility. We have upgraded student housing over the last couple years. We have one of the best residential programs now in the country. You're going to find a campus that's on the move, a campus that's growing, and a campus that's waiting for you to come and help us understand our future.
One of the best things about UNCW is that we do have a variety of housing. We've got some of our more traditional halls that have been here for several years. We're still a young campus, so even our older halls are much newer than a lot of other campuses. When you come in as a freshman, you're going to live in one of the more traditional residence hall areas. Graham, Hewlett, Galloway, Belk, Schwartz are some of our more traditional freshman experiences. Then as you progress, you can live in the more non-traditional housing, the upperclassmen housing.
I live in the new student apartments on campus called Seahawk Landing. I have a 3-bedroom apartment that I share with 2 other females. Really nice kitchen, countertops, cabinetry, bathrooms. I like it because you have the opportunity to stay in an apartment on campus.
We have a marketplace, which is a little convenience store. We have a coffee shop that has Java City. We have our own post office, and we even have our own little rec center. And we have a pool that's really nice too.
Learning to live with others is quite an experience, definitely a learning experience for you, and you grow a lot in that process.
I think creates a good environment to start learning what it is to live in real life. Someone has to clean the kitchen, someone has to clean the bathroom, someone has to clean the shower, so everyone has to decide how they're going to keep everything clean.
It takes some time, but you get used to it, you know. It's all about compromise, give and take. So learning to live with others was a great opportunity for me because I've learned that you can't always have it your way, and always your way is not always the correct way. But living with others really just prepares you for the real world.
We have lots of cool stuff on campus. The Fisher Student Center has a lot to offer. We have the movie theater in there. We have Sharky's Game Room, which is a great place for students to hang out. There's lots of fun places to eat, and it's always nice to socialize around food, so that certainly helps.
The cafeteria would be Wagner Hall, which always has great food. And there's a bunch of healthy stuff, whether you're vegetarian like my girlfriend, she finds great stuff there too.
We're also committed to your contribution. What are you going to contribute? How can we put you in a position to contribute to your community? And we're going to do all of this in a wonderful setting, in a beautiful campus, in a beautiful town.
My extracurricular activities include working at the Technology Assistance Center, being an active member in Seahawks Empowering African American Men, SEAM.
I wrote for the Seahawk, the campus newspaper.
I'm part of the UNCW Greek life, and I'm a member of the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity.
I'm involved with ACE on campus, which is the Association for Campus Entertainment. And what that basically is like we plan events like homecoming, bringing concerts to the school, comedians to the school.
I've been contracted for the United States Marine Corps Officer Program. Additionally, I'm a 3-time heavyweight champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Last year I started doing intramural sports and I haven't stopped since then. I think it's really great. There's a lot of intramural sports, rugby, volleyball, softball, there's a bunch of that.
UNCW just has so much to offer. There's so many opportunities.
Opportunities to volunteer, opportunities to get into the community in ways that you may never have thought of.
I'm on the women's basketball team, and I think it's a great experience to be a student athlete at UNCW. You definitely have to manage your time well because you have practices. Sometimes they're in the middle of the day, sometimes they're at night. You have to attend study hall. You're required to eat breakfast every morning. Because you have so much support throughout the community as well as faculty and staff on campus.
I think when you come in as a student athlete, the first thing you have to do is be committed to excellence. We're committed to getting education, committed to getting your degree. That's first and foremost. There is zero tolerance for missing classes.
We're looking for hard workers, people who are committed, dedicated, and interested in a team concept. We are very much all about teamwork in our program.
Student athletes have to have discipline. And I always say discipline is doing the right thing when nobody's around. If you don't go to class, you're not going to practice, you're not going to play. That's the most important thing. We treat you as a human being first, a student second, and an athlete third. The thing I like about UNCW so much is just the excitement on the campus. People waving, people smiling. That's why I love to be on college campuses, especially UNCW, that you see a lot of excitement amongst the students here on campus and the student athletes.
Today, this is the move-in here for the freshmen. These are all volunteers from different organizations. And they'll just swarm the car, basically, and take everything. They'll figure out what room it goes to and take it all up there, and then by the time the student gets up there, everything's already ready in the room.
I'm a freshman here at UNC Wilmington. I came and visited, I went to the other schools, and I saw their larger campuses, and here it's the perfect size. It's big enough that I can meet a new person every single day, and it's small enough that I see someone I know every single day. I'm looking to study film studies and theater here at UNC Wilmington, and I love it because it gives me the opportunity to do both. And since I've been here, I've gone sailing, I've gotten involved in student government, I've joined the Ultimate Frisbee team. There's so much to do here. At any moment, if you're watching TV, you're missing out on an opportunity Wilmington's offering you.
We were attracted to Wilmington because it's a wonderful historic city with a great importance in the state of North Carolina. It's a beautiful city with a great vibrant downtown area and wonderful restaurants.
The beauty of the place is evident anywhere you look. I think it's particularly unique in that you've got a very historic city as well as beautiful coastlines, and the university sits right in the middle of all of that.
I think what's important to you is you find a school that works for you, where you feel very comfortable, where you feel people are interested in you, where there's the kind of support that you need for the kind of learning that you want to do, the kind of program that you want to go into, and then make a choice based on that comfort level. We believe we are that school for you. We believe we can give you the support, and we can understand the way you learn, we can understand what your aspirations are, interact with our students and with our faculty, and everybody you see who's part of the institution will be glad to answer your questions and make sure that you feel comfortable being a Seahawk.